pass Olave. 73 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
And he's got it. So they tried for two, successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, here's Penny. And now off to the races, down the right side. Across midfield, he's on his way. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Rashad Penny, 77 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. They set up the screen to Penny. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll set up to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards
goes away. That was never in doubt. And with it, they have taken the lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We've got a little more than a minute to go. I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Carr now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Carr. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, Penny. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. This is taken at about the 14. Shoves him aside. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and that'll keep this a 1-point game.
Boy, that could have been a real momentum boost going into the break. You get into field goal position with a chance to seize the lead, but this one doesn't find the target, and they're unable to capitalize.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And now this is entered. Oh, they try lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Kamara up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Carr going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Kamara, trying to run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Kamara going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to... And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara.
It's nigga.
2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have retaken a
Fuck
3rd
you,
quarter
nigga.
lead.
Well, he's been the workhorse.
You let me keep up with you, nigga. That's all I need.
Bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Carr will look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Inside handoff, Penny. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
This offense on 3rd down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Now Hurts on the option right. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Hurts to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the ball. Interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal now as they look for that final dagger. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Penny up the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Every yard they gain getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They begin on the ground with Kamara. But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Carr. Pass complete. Thomas. A breakaway from Michael Thomas. Finding space at the 40.
What a pickup there, and maybe most importantly, he's able to get out of bounds and save their final timeout. So just a breakdown defensively. You've got to find a way to make that tackle in the field of play.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Carr to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jalen Carter in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play on the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Carr. That's caught by Johnson. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles have just about
GG, pussy bitch.
football game. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too
Oh, fucking play with me, little boy. Invite me to no fucking game. Get your ass whooped, boy.
Usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a
I invited you to Superstars, bitch.
The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22.
I wasn't supposed to lose. I played right, brother. Everything I did was right from the start. You hear me?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because
Bro, I did my third, dude.
football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if
I
they're
did
doing
my
it for stats or
third.
for what reason.
You don't never give a nigga no props, brother.
The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over.
He ain't
The
gonna
Giants
fumble.
ran it one more time, ball popped free.
GG.
Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
GG, the brother.
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's a victory.
Fuck,
here
I'ma
for
call
the
timeout for a
Philadelphia Eagles.
bitch. You already
I'll tell you
lost.
what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover.
Duck ass problem.
As this
Calling
game
and everything
unfolded,
got his ass
they were
whooped.
doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football.